Всех приветствую на своем канале, с вами, как обычно, игра Часть, и мы продолжаем проходить игру Эффект Массы 2, ремастер. В этой серии мы прогуляемся по Нормандии и двинемся по выполнению квестов сюжетных, я надеюсь. Вот. Наберем команду себе. И тогда уже будем побочки выполнять. Ни хрена себе какая опция. Правда, она никакой практической пользы не несет, но ладно. Так, Джокер и судьи. Давайте поговорим с ними.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
Reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I die.
Yeah, you are such a downer. Commander,
I assume everything is going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
I don't have time to babysit you, Joker. Find a way to deal with it.
Yeah, reasoning with the intercom is not my strong point.
Your problem, not mine.
Thanks, I'll remember this.
Блять, я не это хотел сказать. Я хотел сказать, чтобы он нашел с ней общий язык. Потому что от нее больше пользы, чем вреда.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
Так, я сразу скажу, что на заднем фоне буду пить чай.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Опа.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
Хитро.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the elusive man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Ты смотри-ка.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the elusive man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
The elusive man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Понятно все с вами. Опа. Ну, увеличился довольно-таки этот голографический стол. Я так понимаю, лифт. Секретарь. Чамберс.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk
Хотя
about?
надо было, наверное, выбрать, что она очень наивная.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Ну, я не знаю.
I might do
Давайте.
more than catch you, Kelly.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay.
Почему он ее охомутал? Может быть, когда у него будет недотрах, он ее куда-нибудь позовет. Можешь сказать мне спасибо, Шепард. Патроны Инферно, зажигательные патроны для отряда. Нет, давай, разрывные патроны взрываются при попадании, создавая при этом огненное облако, поджигающее находящихся рядом противников. На полную мощность достижения открыто. Так, личный терминал. Какие-то там у меня улучшения. Так. Улучшение позволит увеличить эффективность умений членов отряда, модернизировать вооружение и корабль, что поможет вам в выполнении задачи. Получить доступ к новой технологии можно, найдя ее на задании, купив в магазине или разработав при помощи исследовательского терминала. То есть у меня пока только 2 члена команды есть. Так, непрочитанные сообщения. Сообщение от Андерсона. Если дошедшие до меня слухи верны, и тебе действительно удалось уцелеть, навести меня в цитадели. Есть разговор. За последние 2 года многое изменилось. Благодаря тебе я в совете, и мне кажется, было бы честно выслушать тебя лично. Договор с Заидом Мессани. От призрака. Шепард, мы завершили переговоры с опытным наемником Заидом Массани. Его имя, возможно, знакомо вам. Заид принимал участие во многих известных, а также абсолютно неизвестных операциях в системах Терминус, где показал себя безжалостным и неустрашимым бойцом. Мне кажется, что такой человек мог бы вам пригодиться, поэтому я провел переговоры и сделал так, чтобы он вступил в ваш отряд. Сейчас он на Омеге тратит свой последний гонорар, там его и можно найти. Все денежные вопросы с ним я решил лично. Потеряна связь с исследовательским кораблем. Проект Повелитель Пламени. Капитан, пропал исследовательский корабль Розали, связанный с Цербером. Экипаж корабля испытывал новый прототип транспортного средства «Молот». Кроме того, на борту корабля были работающие на нас ученые. Доктор Мануэль Кальше и доктор Роберт О'Лой. Мы хотим, чтобы вы разыскали корабль, исследовательскую команду и ученых. Последний раз корабль Розали видели на планете Зиона, системы Элиста, предел Исмара. У нас даже листа есть в Масс эффекте. Кто бы мог подумать. Так, я нечаянно нажал. Так, место крушения Нормандии. Адмирал Хекет. Капитан Шепард, мы полагаем, что найденные в результате сканирования системы Амады данные заинтересуют вас. Найдено место падения Нормандии. Альянс хочет почтить память Нормандии и воздвигнуть памятник на месте, где нашли последний приют ее обломки. Мы хотели бы, чтобы вы в числе первых побывали на месте трагедии, установили там памятник. После нападения коллекционеров на Нормандию 20 членов экипажа до сих пор числятся пропавшими без вести. Если вам удастся отыскать доказательства их смерти, пожалуйста, предоставьте их органам Альянса. Желаю удачи, капитан. Вот, пока Андерсон в догадках мучается, живы мы или нет, адмирал Хакет уже все знает. Странно. Шлем-разведчик, как призрака Шепард, нашим инженерам по созданию брони пришла в голову идея, что вам не всегда имеет смысл засвечивать лицо направо и налево. Они решили выслать вам устройство, которое Цербер использует при проведении секретных операций. Кроме того, в нем есть дополнительный функционал, который может вам весьма пригодиться. Шлем в вашей каюте. Властелин. Так, от призрака Шепард, одно наше отделение без каких-либо предупреждений перестало выходить на связь в проекте Властелин. Задействованы достаточно опасные технологии, я хочу, чтобы вы с этим разобрались. Перед отделением поставлена достаточно щекотливая задача, поэтому я не могу доверить это каналу. Все детали операции этому каналу. Так, вы найдете отделение на планете АйТ системы Тифона, которое находится в скоплении Феникс. Пожалуйста, соблюдайте осторожность. Дуговой излучатель, опять же от призрака. Недавно на нашем аванпосту в Скелянском пределе произошла стычка с гетами. Не волнуйтесь, я не собираюсь отрывать вас от задания по этому поводу. Наши оперативники легко справились с разведывательным отрядом. Они полагают, что все прошло так гладко только благодаря первому образцу нашего новейшего электрического оружия, вышедшему наконец из лаборатории. Сейчас отряд оперативников получил заслуженный отпуск, и оружие им пока не понадобится. Новую разработку назвали дуговой излучатель. Я отправил один экземпляр в оружейную Нормандию, чтобы вы могли с ним ознакомиться и использовать, если сочтете нужным. На испытаниях он показал отличные результаты при уничтожении кинетических барьеров и синтетических противников, но лабораторные испытания мало значат, пока оружие не опробовано в серьезных боях. Мы знаем, что оно работает, теперь нам хочется посмотреть, насколько оно хорошо в умелых руках. Если все пройдет нормально, мы используем ваш опыт для обучения других оперативников. Так, встреча с Касуми Гото. Шепард, затратив немало денег и усилий, мы разыскали опытную воровку Касуми Гото и убедить ее поработать с вами. Мало кто слышал о ней, и уж совсем мало кто может утверждать, что видел ее лично. Она непревзойденный мастер маскировки и скрытного проникновения. Ее навыки сослужат вам бесценную службу. Отправляйтесь на Цитадель в район Закера, там вы найдете особенный рекламный терминал, отличающийся от остальных. Чтобы поговорить с Касуми, введите на терминале пароль молчания золота. Финансовая корпорация вознесения, информация о вашем счете. Спам какой-то. Угу. Так. Арсенал. Гранатомет. Шепард. Гранатомет. Или дуговой излучатель. Знаете, гранатомет. Скорострельный гранатомет, любимое оружие наемника, ворка из кровавой стаи. Так, это мы читали. Так, Джейкоб, Миранда, это все понятно. Тут у нас оружейка. Ну что сказать, Нормандия действительно стала более эпичной и внушающей. Ничего не скажешь.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk. And you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Ну, постепенно поднимаемся.
A political economic pact for collective colonial security, the Alliance is the central galactic institution of human society. The Alliance gained associate membership to the Citadel Council in 2165 and full membership in 2183, with Ambassador David Anderson representing humanity. Human political economic relationships vary between combative and lucrative. The Turians who'd fought humans during the 2157 First Contact War have become valuable trade partners, despite residual social hostility. Other relationships are even more complicated. The rapid rise of human political influence on the Council, achieving in decades what others waited or are still waiting centuries to acquire, has galvanized suspicion and resentment against humanity. That negativity is vastly outweighed by the respect and trust humanity earned by saving the Council during the 2183 attack on the Citadel, at the cost of Alliance cruisers Cairo, Cape Town, Emden, Jakarta, Madrid, Seoul, Shenyang, and Warsaw, and their 2,400 crew.
Давайте почитаем. Подъем Альянса. Альянс, возникший в результате политико-экономического пакта о коллективной колониальной безопасности, является главным галактическим институтом человеческого общества в 2165 году. Альянс получил статус кандидата в члены Совета Цитадели, а в 1183 году стал его полноправным членом. Представлять в нем человечество начал посол Дэвид Андерсон. Характер политико-экономических связей человечества с другими расами видоизменяется от прямого противостояния до взаимовыгодного сотрудничества. Так, турианцы, с которыми люди сражались в 2157 году в войне первого контакта, стали со временем ценными торговыми партнерами, несмотря на сохранившуюся местами натянутость в отношениях. Еще сложнее людям поддерживать другие виды отношений с галактическим сообществом. Быстрое усиление политического веса человечества в Совете, в результате которого люди за десятилетия достигли того, чего другие расы добивались или до сих пор добиваются столетиями, вызвало подозрительность и обиду. Однако эти негативные чувства во многом сглаживаются доверием и уважением, которое человечество заработало спасением Совета при нападении на Цитадель в 2183 году, лишившись при этом крейсеров Альянса Каир, Кейптаун, Эмден, Джакарта, Мадрид, Сеул, Шэньянь и Варшава, а также потерял в бою 2400 членов экипажа. Так, про Властелин почитаем тогда, когда...
Commander, can I help you with something?
Когда будем с ним разбираться.
I understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Miranda and I stopped a Batarian plan to release a biological agent on the Citadel. That's when I first met her. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel like you, but what's the saying? A good deed's like pissing yourself in dark pants? Warm feeling, but no one notices. The whole thing was hushed, like they're good at doing. But I know what I did, and I'm proud of it.
Молодец, Джейкоб. Из всех персонажей мне пока нравится.
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear goal. Anything else, Commander?
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Так, нет,
Probably the
подожди,
same
это
as
мы уже...
anything else, Commander?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
We don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
Ну окей.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Мне нравится вот этот терминал с вооружением, где
What's
можно
this area of the ship?
любое
This
оружие
is the
выбрать.
Combat Information Center. Here, the crew
Так,
receives
каюта
sensor data and coordinates gunnery and
капитана.
damage
Ну-ка.
control.
Ой-ой-ой, посмотрите на эту красоту. Аквариумы пустые, правда. Лиара. Отбить атаку происходящих сил противника, спасите команду, без пропавший. Вернуться к исполнению прямых обязанностей. Очень призрачно. Так, остальные пока закрыты. Так, это отличный терминал. Я читал. Нормандия. Ух, столик, кресло, мебель какая. Ух. Музыка, нет, спасибо. Блин, футуристично все, стильно так. Так, что, по что он дает? Урон это уже повышен на 5. Это что дает? Давайте на здоровье будем качать снаряжение. Я так думаю. Так, тут в принципе все посмотрели. Стоп, 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 стоп. Это что? Сатир. Вальник. Капитанская каюта прям хорошо выглядит. Так, далее, что тут у нас? Каюта экипажа. Ну-ка, инженерная палуба сначала. Книжник. Так, тут закрыто. Там закрыто, тут куда-то спуск. Какие-то столы, шконка чья-то. Инженер Данелли. Инженер Дэниелс. Ага. Ядро, вот оно. Слушай, как ты можешь к нему подходить так близко? Это ж понятное дело, что оно опасное.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
How did you end up with Cerberus, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
So how did you get an offer to join Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
Мало верится, что Цербер изменился, как они его тут нахваливают. Команда рада, что мы спустились сюда. Так, и третий этаж остается. Так, тут что? Общественные туалеты с душевыми кабинами.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Ну, уважительная причина. Красота. Кресла какие, кровати, шкафчики. Ну, здорово, тут у них располага сделано. Так, еще душевые.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Так, а тут появилась дверь, раньше ее не было. Криокамеры тоже раньше были. Заведующий столовой Гарднер.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Mass Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Так, так, продолжаем.
You have everything you need.
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Угу. Ну, найдем припасы. Так. Доктор Чак вас даже здесь. Так, ну медблок прям хорошо они расширили.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Найдем.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center. A very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Так, найти бренди тут закрыто. Подозреваю, что не навечно. Но... Зайдем еще к Миранде. Тоже можно в иллюминатор заглянуть. Книги, диваны, кровать. Ну, почти капитанская каюта.
Commander, what can I do for you?
What exactly are your duties, aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the elusive man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the elusive man, updating our status.
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much and you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to be... Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests
What
at
kind of
heart.
resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and... well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my... abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Интересная личность. Так, ну все, идем на Омегу, скорее всего.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Так, что-то меня обманываешь, у меня нет сообщений. Угу. Карту переработали. А ну-ка.
Launching probe.
Где
In
есть
research
зомби?
projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles.
Ага. То есть тут с планет ресурсы можно добывать теперь. Урдак имеет низкую орбиту, среднее разделение в двойных системах коричневых карликов обычно равняется 8 астрономическим единицам. Система Сарабарика образовалась 12 миллионов лет назад, и Урдак израсходовал дейтерий в термоядерных реакциях, так что теперь не светится подобно иным коричневым карликам. Урдак – коричневый карлик класса L, имеющий относительно низкую температуру в 1300 градусов по Цельсию, но жара и гравитация делают его неудобным для разработки. Ходят слухи, что главы нескольких преступных синдикатов Омеги имеют частные резиденции на разных его лунах. Как бы там ни было, в этой области можно часто наблюдать сражения между кораблями синдикатов. Новостные агентства Омеги держат в точках Лангранжа Омеги спутники, чтобы освещать эти сражения в реальном времени и зарабатывать высокие зрительские рейтинги. Тут что? Покупка зонов. Покупка топлива. Топлива у меня мало, нужно еще закупить. Закупили топливо. Нанять ветерана, завербовать профессора, завербовать архангела. И Маркан, стандартный метано-аммиачный гигант, является основным источником гелия-3 для движущихся мимо Омеги кораблей. Большая часть заправочных станций контролируется преступными картелями, втянутыми в убийственную, в буквальном смысле, ценовую войну. И Маркан также известен своими перевалочными станциями, на которых торопящихся пират может найти топливо, патроны, противоядие, азартные игры и сексуальные услуги на любой вкус. Понятно, все с вами. Тут еще вон какая-то планетка. Богатый залежи ресурсов, а ну-ка.
In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
Опа. Ну, в принципе, система добычи ресурсов здесь несложная.
Launching probe. Launching probe.
Что-то нулевой элемент на газовых гигантах, наверное, искать нужно. Чего здесь его нету?
Away. Probe launched.
Ну, наверное, в принципе, все. Скудные ресурсы. Ладно, бог с ними. На Омегу давайте высаживаемся. О как. Омега, выстроенная в скорлупе опустошенного шахтерами металлического астероида, на протяжении тысячелетий служила убежищем для преступников, террористов и оппозиционеров. В иные века станция оставалась безлюдной и заброшенной, после чего ее снова обживала группа изгоев, желающих начать все сначала. Станция, имевшая необычную конструкцию и изящный внешний вид, развивалась спонтанно. Различные народы возводили на ней свои постройки. На Омеге нет ни центрального правительства, ни признаваемого всеми лидера, и никто не помнит, чтобы это там когда-либо было. Население почти 8 миллионов. Красота какая. Ой-ой-ой. Ну, да, локации здесь, конечно, сделали. Мое почтение, слов нету. Заставки. Особо выбора нету. Офицер ЦРБ позволит разлить умение офицер ЦРБ в одной из следующих умений. Командир Миранда управляет действиями членов отряда, в результате чего увеличивает урон наносимый оружием бойцов. С удовольствием.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate, now.
Детализация персонажей выросла в разы.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
I'll keep that in mind.
Afterlife now.
Я без себя решу, куда мне идти.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Что за архангел, интересно? Агент ЦРБ. Здоровье плюс 10 единиц, урон плюс 6. Для проведенной подготовки увеличивается запас здоровья Джейкоба и наносимый урон его оружием. Планеты и регионы.
Originally an asteroid rich in element 0, Omega was briefly mined by the Protheans, who eventually abandoned it due to its thick, impenetrable crust. Thousands of years later, nature did what even the Protheans could not. A collision with another asteroid broke Omega in half, exposing its trove of element 0 for easy mining. A rush ensued as corporations and private individuals tried to strike it rich on Omega, and thieves and outlaws followed in their wake. As space became tight, construction of processing facilities extended vertically from the asteroid, creating Omega's jellyfish-like silhouette. To prevent future collisions, the station is ringed with enormous Mass Effect field generators that redirect incoming debris. Today, Omega is a major hub of narcotics, weapons, and EZO trafficking, without even a pretense of civilian government or military control. Only mercenary groups have been able to instill a limited order. The most ruthless is an Asari syndicate run by the notorious Arya T'Loak.
Омега, астероид с богатыми залежами нулевого элемента. Британия начали его добычу, но вскоре свернули ее из-за толстой коры Омеги, осложнявшей горные работы. Тысячи лет спустя природа сделала то, перед чем спасовали протяне. Столкновение с другим астероидом раскололо Омегу, сделав возможным добычу нулевого элемента. Корпорации и частные предприниматели поспешили к Омеге, за ними потянулись преступники всех мастей. Место на поверхности астероида скоро кончилось, и строения стали вытягиваться в высоту, создавая знаменитый силуэт Омеги, похожий на медузу. Чтобы избежать возможных столкновений с космическим мусором, станция окружена мощным генератором поле эффекта массы. Сегодня Омега является центром торговли наркотиками, оружием и нулевым элементом. Здесь нет даже намека на гражданское или военное правительство. Определенный порядок поддерживают только группы наемников, наиболее сильная из которых сплотилась вокруг знаменитой Арии Талак. Познакомимся с этой дамочкой. А вот Заид Масани.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Что у тебя с мордой?
That's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
My contacts told me we're picking up 1 man, not 2.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. You should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
My contacts told me we're picking up 1 man, not 2.
Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. You should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Угу. Да, виды тут, конечно. Да и Заид сам по себе парень. Палец в рот не клади. Ой-ой-ой. Виды, конечно, здесь великолепные. Что за тип? Ну и ну. Красиво. Вид на Омегу.
End it now. relies on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. You, and you, and you.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Arya Tilok calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't keep me out. I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
There's a Solarian named Morden Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck. The area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
I didn't think diseases could cross species barriers. Turians and Solarians can't even eat the same food.
Right. Most people figure that it has to be synthetic. Somebody engineered it. And it either got loose, or they're testing it here. And seeing as how humans are immune to the plague and doing a fair bit of looting, a lot of people think humans made it.
Who are the Blue Suns?
Mercenary gang that runs the district. At least they used to. The guys are mostly Turian. I heard the plague hit them pretty hard. Now the whole district is up for grabs. I hear the Vorcha are making a move. Plague can't hurt them. Immune to disease. Just one more reason you don't want to go in there.
Tell me more about this plague.
It starts out as a cough, then you start coughing blood. And, well, then I shoot you. It affects multiple species. Turians, Solarians, Krogan, you name it. Only humans are immune. And Vorcha, if you count them. An airborne disease that takes down multiple races. Can't let that spread. Hence the quarantine.
Any idea where I can find Morden's clinic?
Not a clue. What do you care? The place is quarantined, remember?
Listen, you're stuck here until this quarantine is over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
Fortunately, humans are immune to the plague.
Именно. Блин. Пока мужской компанией пойдем. Дальше поменяем команду. Опыт Заида позволит его уже носить больше урона и увеличивать запас здоровья. Наемник команду мне уже в любой ситуации значит запас здоровья Заида. Здоровье наносимый урон. Супер. Штурмовая винтовка «Мститель», широко распространенная удобная штурмовая винтовка армейского образца, отличается высокой точностью при стрельбе, короткими очередями и большой убойной силой в полностью автоматическом режиме. «Мститель» эффективный против щитов, брони и биотических барьеров. Винтовка пользуется большой популярностью и у наемников, и у военных из-за своей модульной структуры и дешевизны. Детали «Мститель» называют крепким, надежным, простым в использовании и модификации. Производитель Рукос Комбайн. Так, это снайперское орудие Богомол. Отличная снайперская винтовка способна одним из выстрелов нейтрализовать практически любую цель. Чрезвычайно точная на дальней дистанции, но отличается низкой скорострельностью. Хорошо пробивает броню, но со щитами и биотическими барьерами справляется гораздо хуже. Богомол, состоящий на вооружении преимущественно у полиции, планетарных, гражданских, военизированных отрядов, производится Devon Industries. После распространения кинетических барьеров армия слегка охладела к этому оружию. Однако в системах терминуса, где эта защитная технология применяется не столь широко, она все еще популярна. Вот мне не нравится то, что я сюда зашел, попал в этот... Нулевой или нет, неужели? Затриггерил скрипты и меня перекинуло из Омеги свободного пространства сюда. А здесь сюжетный квест. Уже. Так, это охрана. Так, паноцилин.
Good luck in there. Blue Suns and Vorcha shooting anything that moves.
Охрана какая-то.
They've seen us.
Guess they just left the dead in the streets.
Take control at its most basic. Pile the bodies in the street and burn them.
Перегасили этих наемников. Банковский терминал. Найдите совпадающие сегментные коды, найдите и выделите сегменты, совпадающие с кодом, показанным в левом верхнем углу экрана. Избегайте красного кода, найдите все совпадения до истечения времени, чтобы взломать систему безопасности. Время течет, не успеваю. 5000. Элементы питания, боеприпасы к тяжелому оружию. Так, это мы уже проходили. Ой-ой-ой. Ну, к счастью, это не банковский терминал был. Спешить никуда не нужно просто.
Tried to claw his way out. Can't say I wouldn't do the same.
Bastard sealed us in this room. Said we're infected. Idiots can't tell the difference between the plague and a simple cough. Nothing to do now but sit tight and wait for them to wise up. Good thing we brought a deck of cards. Nobody's even come by to check on us. Never thought the Blue Suns would turn their backs on me. This group used to stand for something. When I get out of here, I'm gonna make them pay. Davis isn't doing too good. I think he really does have the plague. Gotta get out of here before he infects me too. Davis died last night. He's still talking to me, though. Good to hear his voice. The company is nice. Nobody should die alone.
Да. Откуда эта болезнь взялась за вообще? Жертва батарианцев. Разговор.
Human. Should have guessed. Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind has done too much already. Your plague did this to me. Your feigned pity is the final insult.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind has done too much already.
Не идет на контакт.
Your plague did this to me. Your feigned pity.
I need to find Morton Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burned Morton and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it. Damn you.
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit.
Oh, you helped me. Why?
It's what I do. I don't know if I can find a cure for this plague, but I'm gonna try.
Your words sound sincere. Maybe it's the fever. But as you said, what have I to lose? What do you wish to know?
You were talking about Vorcha earlier?
Before the quarantine, the Blue
Книжник
Suns
достижения
controlled
открыто.
this district. But as their numbers fell to the plague, Vorcha moved in. The Blue Suns are fighting to protect their territory. But as the plague spreads, it's only a matter of time until the Vorcha overwhelm them.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague? What if they spread the virus so they could take over the district?
Vorcha are immune to disease. A human-created plague wouldn't affect them. But if the Vorcha created the plague, why wouldn't it affect humans? Besides, the Vorcha aren't smart enough to make a virus like this. They're scavengers. Sorry, human. You may not want to believe it, but all the evidence points to your species.
Печально.
I need to find Morton Solus.
He has a clinic on the far side of the district. He's taking in refugees, offering to help those infected with the plague. I was afraid to go to him before. He is dangerous, but perhaps he can help.
What makes Morton worse than dying from the plague?
The Blue Suns tried to press him for protection money. He killed them, stunned them with some kind of toxin, then gunned them down. He's not just a doctor. Doctors don't execute people and display the bodies as a warning.
Странный Мордин, конечно.
Why are you so convinced humans are behind this outbreak?
The plague is too potent to be a naturally occurring virus. Airborne transmission across numerous species, near perfect mortality rate. It had to be created in a lab. And since humans are the only species not affected, there is only one logical conclusion.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague? What if they spread the virus?
Хочу другой вариант ответа выбрать. А тут нельзя.
I should go.
Ворка, давайте прочитаем про них. Ветеран секреты Заида. Ну, планета Заря, давайте потом почитаем.
The systems
Кодиак тоже потом
in
почитаем.
the early 20s, although they resemble a mammal-reptile cross, the Vorcha have no terrestrial analog. They are humanoid in form, but Vorcha have clusters of non-differentiated neoblast cells, like those of Earth's planarian worms. Damaged Vorcha cells mature into specialized structures to alleviate injury or stress. Transformations include thicker skin following injury, lung adaptation for barely breathable atmospheres, and stronger cardioskeletal muscle under high gravity. Skull capacity and brain size do not change, and Vorcha rarely make more than one somatic overhaul. Vorcha assault each other frequently, causing their young to gain strength, intelligence, and resilience. As a result, Vorcha see inflicting and receiving pain as normal communication. Few Vorcha study professions, in part because their average life expectancy is only 20 years. Because Vorcha can eat and breathe nearly anything, they can live almost anywhere. But racism prevents them from integrating into most societies that dismiss them as vermin. They have few employment options beyond Krogan mercenary bands.
Несмотря на сходство Ворка с помесью млекопитающего и рептилии, сухопутных аналогов у них нет. При своей гуманоидной форме Ворка обладают скоплениями необластических клеток, подобно земным червям, планариям. Поврежденные клетки Ворка трансформируются в особую структуру, служащую для заживления ран и облегчения жизнедеятельности. В число таких трансформаций входит утолщение кожи на месте травмы, приспосабливаемость легких к малопригодной для дыхания атмосфере и укрепление скелетной мускулатуры. В условиях повышенной гравитации объем черепа и размер мозга у Ворка остаются неизменными, и редко когда осуществляется больше одной трансформации за раз. Ворка часто сражаются друг с другом, развивая тем самым у своих отпрысков силу, ум и стойкость. В результате нанесения и восприятия боли становится для Ворка обычной формой взаимодействия. Ворка очень редко обучаются каким-нибудь специальностям, в частности из-за средней продолжительности жизни, составляющей всего 20 лет. Ворка могут есть почти все, что угодно, и дышать почти чем угодно, и поэтому способны жить практически везде. Хотя расизм и восприятие их как паразитов-вредителей не дают им интегрироваться почти ни в какое общество. Найти себе работу Ворка могут почти исключительно в наемных бандах Кроганов. Вот новую расу добавили, молодцы разрабы. Мой вам поклон. Так, еще один момент. Так, отходил, кофе себе сделал. Не могу Не попить ничего. Играя. Так. Странно, что двери повторно можно взламывать, а сейфы нет. Не сосядшая била, на мой взгляд. Так, какой-то спуск. Музыка, да, такая, блин, как я и сказал, великолепная, но очень печальная. Мертвый батарянец. Оказалось, ни хрена. Так, 4000 кредитов. Великолепно. Синее светило. Ни хрена себе. Разрывные патроны. Их правду решают. Автоматы какие-то. Курянец. Синее светило. Да, с ружьем у тебя большой разброс, друг мой. Щиты сорвали. Суки. Выкури его. Кто-то еще жив. Так, на втором этаже боеприпасы, аптечка и кредиты. Целую ораву разбили и трупы поисчезали. Не очень реалистично. Мелочь, но мне она не очень нравится. Вот сам факт того, что это не учитывается. Тут вон сжигали тела. Наоборот. Так, этот зум простой. В какую-то квартиру попали, а там кто-то прячется. Если палить не стали, значит, не военные. Блин, и эти ребята даже не возмутились, что вы у них 4000 кредитов из сейфа достали. Ну, вообще здорово. Кофемашинка, что ли, современная. Блин, ну дизайнерские вещи, которые есть в игре, вот эта стилистика, мне очень нравится.
Ever since this plague started, the Blue Suns have been out to get us. They're killing as many people as the disease.
Why are the Blue Suns hunting you?
We didn't do anything. Pretty much every non-human in the district wants us dead.
They think we caused the plague. Humans aren't getting sick, and that's all the evidence they need. God knows how many of us they've already killed.
They should be looking at the Vorcha, not us. Ever since the plague hit, they've been taking over Blue Sun's territory.
Tell me more about the Blue Suns.
They're a mercenary gang, mostly Turian. Used to run this district. Kept things nice and stable for the most part.
As long as you paid your monthly protection fees, everything was cool. Rates were pretty reasonable. For Omega, at least.
Then this damn plague hit. Everyone started dying. The Vorcha started moving in. The Blue Suns lost control and the whole district turned into a war zone.
What else can you tell me about the plague? When did it start?
The first cases cropped up about 2 weeks ago. Nobody paid much attention until it started to spread. Usually takes about a week to kill you, but it spreads fast. 3 days after the first outbreak, there were over 50 known cases.
That's when everyone noticed humans weren't getting sick. Then the quarantine came down and everything went to hell.
Any idea how the victims contracted it?
Not sure. Probably airborne. Even after the Blue Suns started sealing victims up inside their own apartments, the plague kept spreading. Now they just gun victims down and burn the bodies in the streets. Doesn't seem to be helping, though. People are dying by the dozens.
You said the Vorcha moved in just after the plague hit?
Right after the district was quarantined. Vorcha are immune to diseases, so they're not getting sick.
Not sure where they came from. Never saw many Vorcha around before. Sure seemed like they were ready for this.
Only nobody thinks the Vorcha are smart enough to create a virus like this. The Blue Suns need someone else to blame. Like us.
You said the Vorcha were taking over Blue Sun's territory?
Trying to. The Blue Suns don't go down easy. The plague softened them up, but they still have enough firepower to hold some of their turf. The Turians are getting pushed back. The deeper you go into the district, the more Vorcha you'll see. Unless they see you first.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Oh yeah, him. He's got a clinic on the other side of the district.
Heard he's taking in refugees now. Trying to help plague victims. Offering protection from the Suns and the Vorcha.
Sure. A doctor with military-grade mechs helping people for free. On Omega, grow up.
Sounds like you don't think much of the doctor in his clinic.
The Vorcha tried to muscle in. He gunned them down. Just like that. Pop, pop, pop. Didn't even use his mechs.
Then the Blue Suns heard he was sheltering humans and they went to burn down the clinic. He killed them too. Then he went inside and got back to work. He's cold. Must be Solarian Special Forces or something.
You can't stay trapped in this apartment. If you get to Morden's, you might at least survive until the quarantine ends.
Are you nuts? We'd never make it. The streets are crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha. We don't even have pistols.
Besides, I'm not risking my life on a rumor that some Solarian might offer me sanctuary.
I know you're scared, but your only hope is to get to Morden's clinic. I'm going to be under fire from the Blue Suns and the Vorcha, so I can't take you with me. But I promise you this. I'll do what I can to leave a safe path for you to follow me. It's risky, but I think it's your only chance.
Okay, you're right. We'll never make it if we stay here. We have to try. We'll wait here for a while and give you time to clear the way. Then we'll head for Morden's clinic, if we're lucky. Maybe we'll meet you there.
Супер. Да, у меня уже почти полное первое отделение героя. Модифицированная штурмовая винтовка. Получен данное исследование для улучшения для штурмовой винтовки. Ох ты ж, ни хрена себе, поджарили их. Вот ворка. И даже не одни, а с варенами. Ты смотри, сколько их.
Come on over.
Ебать, и Кроганы здесь.
This'll put him down.
Без пощады. Достижение открыто. Слушай, а можно ли поджечь эту тварь? По баллонам из сей стреляя. Можно. Охуело ж. Так, стоп, нет. Какая живучая сука. Я себе.
Looks like we're in Vorcha territory. The Blue Suns have given up a lot of turf. That doesn't bode well for them.
Хуярит как пистолет-пулемет. Ладно, буду периодически оружие менять. Ради интереса тестировать пушки. Эту миссию, так и быть, походим с пистолетом. Мародеры. Ну, как сказать, мародерство вроде бы не поощряется никем и никогда, но я хочу сказать, что мертвые тоже не могут все это добро забрать к себе на тот свет, поэтому сильно осуждать их за это, ну, не знаю, такое себе.
Hey, what did I say? We found this stuff. It's ours.
Ah, forget it. Nothing but junk in here. This place is worse than the last one.
What are you doing in this apartment? Did you kill that Turian?
What, the guy on the floor? Nah, the plague took care of him. We're just here to take a full accounting of all his worldly possessions.
Do you know a Solarian named Morton Solus?
Yeah, I know him. Got a clinic right around the corner. Take plenty of ammo if you go that way. It's crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha.
The Blue Suns control this district, right?
Well, they used to, before the plague wiped half of them out. Seems like it won't be long until the Vorcha finish them off. Yeah, I'm kind of sorry to see them go. Blue Suns ran a tight ship, kept the district in line for the most part.
Tell me everything you know about Morton Solus.
That guy is crazy. He'll patch up a gunshot wound for free, then kick your ass and throw you out when you try to grab a few painkillers.
Be honest, man, you kind of had that coming.
No way he's just a doctor. No doctor puts down a Blue Sun squad like that.
All I know is if you go to his clinic, don't cause any trouble.
Понятно.
What do you know about the Vorcha?
The Blue Suns used to keep them down. But with all the Suns getting sick, the Vorcha are making a push to take over the district. I don't know who's gonna come out on top. We just want to stay the hell out of the way.
What else can you tell me about the plague?
I don't know. Started about a week ago, I think. Aliens started dying off left and right, and they quarantined the district.
Figured we had to look out for ourselves. Started scoping out some apartments, taking what we could carry.
Never really found much. Kind of a poor neighborhood, you know?
Ладно, хер с ними.
We need to get going.
We'll stay here for a while. Get some rest.
We got a big day tomorrow. Still plenty of apartments that need our special cleaning services.
Так, тут ничего. Клиник. Охрана клиники.
No funny business once you're in the clinic, unless you want to deal with those mechs.
Hostiles are cleared!
Morden's around here somewhere. Go talk to him. We need all the help we can get.
Sorry, too busy to stop and chat. You should go find Morden.
This clinic is a sanctuary. If you're looking for trouble, go somewhere else.
On our way here, we saw humans looting the apartments of the dead. It made me sick.
Туда не попасть.
Morden saved my life. I owe him everything.
Professor, we're running low on Suboxone.
Use Melatonin. Plenty on hand. Almost as good. Causes cramping in veterans. Supplement with butemerol.
Butemerol. Got it.
Senescene is the catalyst. Bonds to genetic markers. Hard to find. Expensive to mass produce. Why not happen? Too unstable. Inconsistent results. Devastating conversion. No. Devastating toxic to humans. Not an option. Not an option.
Ну да, он действительно как ученый рассуждает. Только я тут его запасы почистил чуть-чуть. Очень данный запас панцелина. Улучшение какое-то. Нулевой элемент очищенный. А тут элементы питания какие-то.
Professor Morden Solus?
Don't recognize you from area. Too well armed to be refugees. No mercenary uniform. Quarantine still in effect. Here for something else? Vorcha? Crew to clean them out? Unlikely. Vorcha a symptom, not a cause. The plague? Investigating possible use as bioweapon? No. Too many guns, not enough data, equipment. Soldiers, not scientists. Yes. Hired guns, maybe.
Relax, Morden. I'm Commander Shepard, and I came here to find you. I'm on a critical mission, and I need your help.
Mission? What mission? No. Too busy. Clinic understaffed. Plague spreading too fast. Who sent you?
It's a covert and privately funded human group.
Related to plague. Doesn't affect humans. Human-centric interest. Few human groups would know me. Equipment suggests military origin. Not Alliance standard. Spectres. Not human. Terra firma, too unstable. Only one option. Cerberus sent you. Unexpected.
You're very well informed. How did a Solarian scientist hear about Cerberus?
Crossed paths on occasion. Thought they only worked with humans. Why request Solarian aid?
The Collectors are kidnapping entire human populations. We're gonna find out why and stop them.
Collectors? Interesting. Plague hitting these slums is engineered. Collectors one of few groups with technology to design it. Our goals may be similar. But must stop plague first. Already have a cure. Need to distribute it at Environmental Control Center. Vorcha guarding it. Need to kill them.
I'll get in and deal with the Vorcha.
What the hell was that?
Vorcha have shut down environmental systems. Trying to kill everyone. Need to get power back on before district suffocates. Here, take plague cure. Also, bonus in good faith, weapon from dead Blue Sun's mercs. May come in handy against Vorcha. One more thing. Daniel, one of my assistants, went into Vorcha territory looking for victims. Hasn't come back.
If I see him, I'll do what I can to help.
Thank you. Told him not to go. But he's smart. Bright future. I hope.
I found a Batarian plague victim near the entrance to the neighborhood. Can you send someone to help him?
Risky. Blue Sun's Vorcha still battling. District not secure. See what I can do.
Блин, нужно отключить соцсети.
Have you had any trouble at the clinic?
Nothing major. Blue Suns came for humans, made threats, killed them before things escalated.
For a doctor, you're awfully calm about taking out a group of mercs.
Wasn't always a doctor. Some work with Solarian Special Tasks Group. Can handle myself. Advantage of being Solarian. Turians, Krogan, Vorcha, all obvious threats. Never see me coming.
Any idea where I can find Daniel?
No. Heard infected Batarians trapped behind Vorcha lines. Daniel went to help. Warned him not to go. Too dangerous. Patients here need him. Snuck out anyway. Wanted to find him myself. Can't leave the clinic. Have to look after the patients.
What do you know about the Vorcha?
Cowardly, opportunistic scavengers. Not tactical or aggressive. Scale of attack unusual for them. Suspect Vorcha working for collectors. Distributing plague, collecting data. No proof, but theory fits evidence.
What can you tell me about this plague?
Advanced design. Suspected collectors before you mentioned them. Purpose seems experimental. Destroys respiratory systems with harmful genetic mutations. Makes sense to avoid humans. Unnecessary to force mutation on human genetic structure for sake of variance.
Unnecessary mutations? What are you talking about?
Possible goal of virus. Testing viable mutation levels in various species. Horrific, but feasible for collectors. Humans known to have diverse genetic background, wider range than other sapient races. Makes sense as control group.
Понятно все с тобой.
Let's head for the environmental plant.
Получена ручная пушка М6 Палач. Так, отлично. Лечит чуму, супер. Летит Даниэла. Что там у нас за супер пушка? Палач. Чрезвычайно точно и удобно в обращении оружия, неплохо пробивает броню против щитов и биотических барьеров, не так эффективен. Может быть модернизирован до крупнокалиберного пистолета. Хищник. Палач — любимое оружие предводителей наемников и технических специалистов организации затмения. Дороговизна компенсируется мощностью. Обычно в рекламе этого пистолета фигурирует разделенный Кроган и слоган «Палач бы вам очень пригодился». Давайте испытаем, раз мы пистолет уже испытали. Джейкобу хищника отдадим. Ну-ка. Да, действительно, если в баллоны попадешь, они взрываются только так. У меня пушка охрененная. Урабатывает ворка только так. Откуда ж вы беретесь? Ни хрена себе. Летел. Кроган. И даже не один. На всех херачит. Ух ты ж, Джейкоба ликвидировали. Блять, да что ты будешь делать? Заид, куда ты смотрел? Почему Джейкоб под ключик? Еще один. Так, через ящики не простреливает. Так, вроде бы с ними уладили вопросы. Игровой терминал, на всякий случай сохранимся. Есть. Еще один терминал. Похоже, но не то. Еще заработали, охрененно.
I'm telling you the truth. I work for Morden at the clinic. I came here to help you.
We know you're spreading the plague virus. We saw the vials in your bag.
No, those vials contain the cure. Please, you have to believe me.
Maybe we should cut off your fingers. That should loosen your... Look out! Don't move. One more step and we'll kill your friend.
I know you're scared of the Vorcha, the plague, but this man isn't to blame. If he was spreading the virus, why would he come into Vorcha territory? They're immune.
He's right. It doesn't make any sense. If we release the prisoner, we can go.
You have my word on it.
Let him go. You got what you wanted, human. Are we free to go?
We had a deal.
Human nobility. I didn't know such a thing existed.
Нахрен вы мне нужны были?
Gonna kill me. Did Morden send you to find me?
The professor could use your help right now. He's got too many patients and not enough volunteers.
Yeah, okay. I'll go right away. Thanks again. I owe you... well, everything.
Угу. Ну, я не настолько жестокий, чтобы нарушать свои обещания и гасить всех подряд.
Incoming.
Ни хрена себе. Не заметили меня. Два выстрела легло рядом с башкой, а им хоть бы что. Ты ж ракетомет. Блять, не могу попасть. Разброс высокий. Еще один. Че, они еще повылазили там? Хогана сейчас развеселю. Ну вот с огнеметом тип. Тут с ним нужно быть осторожным. Ебаться всраться, сейчас меня убьют нахер. Нечего мне было туда подходить. Так близко. Блин, прямо из пустоты появляются, суки. Блять, вы меня заколебали. Сейчас я... Ружье, в принципе, тоже отличное. Ебашит. Опа. Хорошее попадание. Можно сказать, страйк. Так, тут ничего нету. Из ниоткуда. Живучие твари. Так, это что у нас? Запчасти утилизации. Блин, нужно не забывать еще пенициллином пользоваться. Важная штука.
Close to the environmental controls. Let's get that cure in, then hit the fans.
You don't come here. We shut down machines, break fans. Everyone choke and die. Then collectors make us strong.
I've had enough of this.
collectors want plague. You work for Doctor. Turn on machines.
Какой же ты урод.
Put cure in air. We kill you first.
Heavy weapons, watch yourselves.
На что я ему должен был ответить? Почему мне отступника дают? Вообще оборзели. Так, тут что такое? Дверь закрыта. Подачу энергии надо включить. Все, понял. Спасибо, Сьюзи, за пояснение. Так, я сейчас, наверное, с гранатометом похожу. Прикройте меня. Так, одни турбины запущены. Тут смотри, сколько их здесь. Вон еще. Ну-ка, заеб. Кроган. Блять. Куда прятаться от него? Сейчас меня опять накернут. Есть. Аж на части порвало. А чё ж так патронов у него мало?
Environmental systems engaged. Airborne viral levels dropping. Patients improving. Vorcha retreating. Well done, Shepard. Thank you.
And thank you from me as well. Those Batarians would have killed me. For a second there, I thought you were going to shoot them even after they let me go.
I made a promise to spare them if they let you go. I honor my promises.
Merciful of you. Risky. Would have killed them myself.
Professor, how can you say that? You're a doctor. You believe in helping people.
Lots of ways to help people. Sometimes heal patients, sometimes execute dangerous people. Either way helps. Go check on the patients. Lots of work to do. Think about what I said.
Согласен с ним.
Good kid, bit naive. He'll learn. Letting him take over the clinic. Should be able to handle it now that Vorcha are gone.
We've cured the plague. Are you ready to help stop the collectors?
Yes. Unexpected to be working with Cerberus. Many surprises. Just need to finish up here at the clinic. Won't take long. Meet you at your ship. Looking forward to it.
We're heading out. See you on the Normandy.
Да, новый уровень. Итоги звания. Доктор Морден Соус завербован в отряд исследования лекарства от чумы на Омеге, подтверждает заключение доктора Соуса. Результаты исследования можно также использовать в качестве меры воздействия на Арию. Ария расстроится, что мы с ней даже не пообщались. Пошли своими делами заниматься. Профессор, достижение открыто.
Welcome to the Normandy, Professor. It's an honor to have you on board.
Yes, very exciting. Cerberus working with aliens. Unexpected. Elusive man branching out, maybe? Not so human-centric.
You're very well informed.
Solarian government well-connected espionage experts had top-level clearance once, retired now. Still, hear things. Informed of name only, no knowledge of man behind it. Anti-alien reputation listed as problematic.
The collectors have been abducting colonists from the fringes of the terminus systems. No distress signals are sent out. No signs of attack.
There's virtually no evidence that anything unusual happened at all. Except that every man, woman, and child is gone.
Gas, maybe? No, spreads too slow. Airborne
You don't
virus.
have to sit there and guess. We collected samples from one of the colonies. I'd like you to analyze them and figure out how the collectors did this.
Yes, of course. Analyze the samples. Going to need a lab.
There's a fully equipped lab on the combat deck, Professor Solis. If you find anything lacking, please place a requisition order.
Who's that? Pilot? No. Synthesized voice. Simulated emotional inflections. Could it be? No. Maybe. Have to ask. Is that an AI?
This ship is equipped with an artificial intelligence.
An AI on board? Non-human crew members? Cerberus more desperate than I thought.
The collectors have taken tens of thousands of colonists. We'll do whatever we have to do to find and stop them.
Yes, of course. Can't risk being captured like colonists need to identify, neutralize technology, need samples. Which way to the lab?
Follow me, Professor.
Ну что ж, игра интригует, и еще какой-то новый дробовик мы получили, но давайте с дробовиком разберемся уже в следующей части игры. И тут даже какую-то броню нам новую дали. И не одну. В общем, если вам понравилось мое прохождение, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на мой канал на Рутубе и Ютубе. Всем спасибо за ваше внимание и до новых встреч. Пока.